Isaac Newton, the famous English physicist, had a friend who was a staunch atheist. One day when this atheist came to visit Newton in his library at Cambridge University, his eyes fell upon the most beautiful object sitting on Newton's desk. It was a brass orrery, a mechanical model of the solar system. "That's beautiful," said the atheist. "Wait," said Newton. "Do you see the small lever on the base? Move it toward you." As the atheist moved this little lever, the entire engine slowly came to life. At its center, the orb of the sun started to revolve. Further out, turning on brass cogs, the Earth and the planets began their revolutions around the sun, each planet accompanied by its own moon, all moving in wonderful precision. "This is amazing. This is so beautiful," said the atheist. "Who made it?" "No one," replied Newton. "What do you mean, no one?" "No one. It just sort of fell together." "Very funny. I want you to tell me who the maker of this amazing machine is." Newton said, "This, you insist, has to have a maker. But this, how much more infinitely more beautiful and more complex, that, you insist, has no maker." You don't have to have invented the first law of motion to read this world like a book. Just as a book testifies to the existence of its writer, so the world testifies to the existence of its divine author. Yet, however compelling is the evidence of design in the creation, that's not the reason why the Jewish people believe in God. We believe in God because the entire Jewish people had a first-hand experience of the divine during the Exodus from Egypt and at Sinai, and in the 40 years of daily miracles that followed. "Ah," you'll say, "well, that was them, but what about me?" The answer is that parents don't lie to their children about things that it's important for the children to know. Parents don't lie about essential life information. And if God did speak to the Jewish people at Sinai and miraculously guided us through the desert, if He indeed gave us a Torah that tells us how to live our lives, then certainly that qualifies as information that our forebears would deem essential to pass on to us. Tradition is infinitely more than the rhapsody of a Russian Jewish milkman. Tradition, the passing over from father to son of that encounter at Sinai, is the lifeblood of Judaism. Now, one of the ways we express that link is by referring to ourselves as the son or the daughter of so-and-so. For example, my name is Yaakov Asher ben David, Yaakov Asher, the son of David. My father's name was David ben Shmuel, and his father's name was Shmuel ben Tanchum Yitzchak. My name, who I am, is inextricably linked with where I came from. I'm a link in a chain that spans the millennia. My very name says that. At the end of Parshat Vayishlach, the Torah lists the kings of Edom. If you look at this list, you'll notice that not one of these kings was hereditary. Not one. Every one of them founded and finished his own dynasty. Edom is descended from Esau, from Esau. Esau despised the birthright and sold it to Yaakov, to Jacob. Esau viewed heredity as disposable, insignificant, and he was prepared to sell it for a bowl of lentils. Esau's worldview is that there is nothing apart from merit, a meritocracy. Nothing else counts. Now, don't get me wrong, a meritocracy has much to recommend it, but when you're building a belief system that will rely on a chain that spans the millennia, to despise dynasty is to disqualify yourself from the job at hand, the eternal witnessing of God's interaction and interest in mankind.